YouTube, this is Dave's Had Enough 187. It's a video due with Can Nintendo Turn Things Around for the Wii U? And another video from Dave. And yeah, pretty much the other night we saw the VGA Awards, which is the Video Game Awards, and Nintendo closed the show down with Zelda. And it had Miyamoto and this other guy talking, and pretty much they actually said too that Star Fox will be out before Zelda. And that was great news to my ears. These are two great games that I love and always will love, two franchises. And pretty much these two games next year are definitely system sellers in my eyes. It's going to be a great thing that they have these games, but is this enough without third party? Is it still enough without third party? I'm not sure. I mean, to a Nintendo fan, yes, it is. But is it enough for the average consumer to just say, okay, Zelda and Star Fox is on there now, along with the Wonderful 101, Super Smash Bros. U, Super Mario 3D World, etc. You know, is that enough to buy a Wii U? And is it enough to compete against the Xbox One and the PS4? The other night I was in a party chat with Justin Wheeler and McNeil. Great dude. Justin Wheeler, another awesome dude. You know, you all know Justin Wheeler, who's been in the podcast. I look at him as a great friend. Pretty much, we were in there bullshitting, and we got into discussion of Nintendo pretty much having a failing console out there, and, you know, pretty much, is it okay that Nintendo has a failing console out there? And he told me, Nintendo don't care, they got a bunch of money in the bank. Not Justin Wheeler, McNeil said this. It's okay, Nintendo, they got a failing console out there, they got a bunch of money, they're doing fine. No company in their right mind wants a failing product on the market. You know, that's pouring money into something that's failing. You know, if Nintendo keeps failing, my opinion, this is just opinion, if Nintendo keeps failing with their home consoles, they're gonna just fucking forget the home consoles and just focus on the handhelds. They will. They're not going to keep putting out consoles, home consoles out there that are failing. They're just not going to do it, no matter how much money they have. It's just a company's not going to do it. It's like Xbox, you know, Microsoft. They're not going to keep pouring money into the Xbox One if it's a failing console. I don't care how much money the fucking company has. It's not a good business motto. And Nintendo has lost a lot of money over the past year with, you know, the Wii U and the 3DS. But the 3DS is doing great. You know, it's doing great, you know, besides this year compared to the other years. You know, it wasn't doing good. But a company's not going to leave their home console out there just failing and just keep wanting to fucking fail and just saying, oh, it's all right. You know, we just got a bunch of money. No, this is a known fact. A rich person does not want, they don't like giving money out. They're very cheap people, and they don't like losing money. So Nintendo, I would say Nintendo don't like losing money. He even told me that Nintendo, he said Nintendo is doing great. They're number one because they got the most money. You know, maybe I took it wrong. Maybe I heard it all wrong. But luckily Big Dread was in the call too, and he likes the whole sales thing and everything, and he went, you know, got into the discussion. I don't agree with what McNeil was saying on that. I agree with a lot of other things he said. He has a lot of great points, but those two things he said I couldn't agree with. You know, but we talked throughout that party chat, and, you know, we always come to an agreement on things. This is how it always is. It's just a discussion. That's all it is. But I wanted to bring, you know, ask you guys, you know, do you think Nintendo's okay with having the Wii U out there fucking failing like half the time? Do you think they're cool with that? Do you think Nintendo likes losing money? You know, do you think Nintendo's winning the fucking console war right now? Tell me in the comment section what you think. But yeah, I think with this whole Star Fox and Zelda, it might turn things around for the Wii U. I still think the Wii U will get second place this generation. I think the PS4 will be the top-selling console of all time and will win this generation, just the way it's selling. The Xbox One, I have a lot of doubts for that console. It just isn't doing good. They're trying everything in their power, Microsoft, to get people to want that console. I mean, I really do want the Xbox One in a way because I like to have all the consoles a generation. But the more I think about it, what do I want the Xbox One for? Am I just buying it just to have it? Like, when, January, February hits, in March, whenever I get my income tax, when I was planning on getting an Xbox One, do I want to put that money towards an Xbox One to play games like Rise and Dead Rising 3? Or do I want to put that money towards games like Bloodborne and The Order 1886 and Mortal Kombat 10, which I could play on my fucking if I got an Xbox One, I could play on there, but I could play on my PS4, the better version, you know what I'm saying? But, just saying, and the thing with the Wii U is I do think the Wii U will get second place, but I think this will be Nintendo's worst selling console, of all time. I think it will be. Because if you look, like I said in many videos, you look at the NES, take the Wii out of the equation, the NES to the Wii U, it's the least selling console. And it's over the years that they sell less and less of consoles. Every generation has gone down. It has never gone up except the Wii, but the Wii U, Twilight Bites, he did a video about, what did he do about today? I forgot the name of the video. Pretty much did a video about, saying, he was talking about, Uncharted and all these games, and, he pretty much said Nintendo, they always give him new experiences, and he's like, Uncharted, there really isn't nothing new, and then he said Super Mario 3D World was something new, but you go look at Super Mario 3D Land, and was it really something new, Twilight? I'm just saying, I'm not making no attacks or nothing, but was it really something new? And the video that he did was, bored with gaming, it's your own fault, bored with gaming today, ? It's your own fault. And he pretty much just went on about Nintendo, how they're doing everything right, and then went to Sony and the rest of them, and they're just doing the same thing. Which Nintendo's doing a lot of the same thing too. If you were just a gamer and you're not into Smash Brothers, and you looked at Smash Brothers and you looked at the previous one on the Wii, it looks like the same shit, just HD. I'm enjoying it because I never played the Smash series, the Smash Bros. Series, but to other people, your outlooks on Sony and Microsoft are the same as, their outlooks on Nintendo. Just saying. But you did a great video. It's a great opinion if you're a Nintendo fan. He has a great opinion, but Sony fans might think different, I go for Nintendo and Sony. I used to love Microsoft. I'm gonna eventually get an Xbox One when there's a reason to buy it. I mean, I'm not sure. I might get one income tax time. I just don't know why I'm gonna get it. Am I just gonna get it just to get it? Just so I have all the consoles. I want it for games I want to play on it, and there really isn't much to play. There's a few like Rise and Dead Rising 3, but is that enough for me to buy an Xbox One? But, with all this console stuff, can Nintendo turn things around for the Wii U? Can Zelda, and the new Star Fox and, all these great first-party titles turn things around for the Wii U? I think so. I really do. I think they can turn it around. I had my doubts, but, playing Smash and Mario Kart's DLC, and Mario Kart itself, and looking forward to the Devil's Third and all that, I think Nintendo can turn this shit around. I don't think they can go past Sony. It's not going to happen. But they definitely can pass Xbox. Xbox is the Microsoft and the Xbox One is they did too many fuck ups. They're headed down a bad road with that console. That will probably be Microsoft's worst selling console. It's just even though Phil Spencer turns everything around and tries to fix everything, they did too much damage with that. They burnt too many bridges with that console. Just with the fans and just how they went about everything. That console, I don't think they could give that fucking thing. They're pretty much giving the fucking thing away. But you got people thinking the Wii U needs a price drop. This is what I did agree with, something that Twilight Bites said. He said it in my video in the comment section. They could do a price drop. for the Wii U, and it would make no difference. It would never outsell the PS4. You know, it's never going to change anything. Nintendo's at the right price. They just got to put the games out. And I'm with Twilight on this. They have to advertise and hype that shit up. Because, you know, like McNeil said, you know, anything would have been better than the Wii U's name. You know, it should have been the Wii 2. They should have just put a 2 on that bitch, and that would have done a lot better. I think the name hurts that console, too. Because people just... There's actual people that still think the gamepad is just a peripheral for the Wii. But it is what it is. You know, you would think if you went into GameStop and you went up to somebody looking at video games, they would know shit about the Wii U, like at least know it's the new Nintendo console. 99% of the people that I've ran into, that I've seen in a Sony section that I even mentioned the Wii U to, they didn't even know that was the new Nintendo console. They thought it was a peripheral. No bullshit. I get that a lot, you know, even to this day. It's bullshit, because I like Nintendo. I'm a Nintendo fan, so I talk about Nintendo when I talk to random people about gaming. You know, it's just what comes out, and they're like, that's a new console? And they look at it, you know, show them the games in GameStop, they're like, oh, you know, they thought it was just a fucking Wii. They didn't even think Nintendo even put out a new home console. They thought they were just still rolling with the Wii. But I think Nintendo, I'm with Twilight Bites on this. I think if they hype that shit up and advertise, and, you know, they got great games out now like Smash, Super Mario 3D World, Wonderful 101, I don't know why they didn't advertise that game. Even some of their third party, like Wonderful 101, Zombie U, Bayonetta 2, I heard is great. I'm looking forward to Devil's Third. Justin Wheeler said Mario Maker, he's all hyped for that. I mean, they got a lot of good shit on the way. But Nintendo does, I don't know, I think they burnt all their bridges with third party. I mean, it'd be great. I think it would turn things around with the Wii U if they had third party. You know, I think it's going to turn around anyways, just enough to beat Microsoft, but I don't think they're going to even stand, they're not even in the same, you know, league as Sony. And another thing McNeil said that I did disagree with last night, he says Nintendo's not competing with them. You know, okay, that's like saying Vizio and Sony and Samsung in the TV market aren't competing with each other. You know, it don't make any sense. They're all making video game consoles and they're all competing. Whether Nintendo comes out in their own mouths like they said and said, we're not competing with them, that's bullshit. Just saying. Well, that's my video. I think Nintendo will turn this around. They got some great games coming. It's a shame they don't have third party. We've all known the whole third-party discussion. It's a fucking lost cause. It's like riding a dead horse. It's just, the only thing that, like, too, I want to add on this video, and it's kind of a long video. Twilight said, too, he said, nobody bought a Nintendo console for third-party. Okay? Twilight Bite said that. Back in the days, one reason I bought the Super Nintendo was for Street Fighter II Turbo. You know, that's reasons why you were getting consoles. You know, the NES, there was games on there like Castlevania and some of the old, like the game, you know, like Jason. You remember when they made the Friday the 13th game? Stuff like that. There was third-party games people liked to play that just didn't want to play Mario. It wasn't always about Mario. There's a lot of old Nintendo games that people got that console for to play, like Castlevania, the original Metal Gears, you know, things like that, you know, Final Fantasy, you know, people bought the console for, not just Nintendo exclusives, just saying. But yeah, that's my video. Leave your comments in the comment section. Do you think Nintendo can turn this shit around for the Wii U like I do, with the games they got coming, or what is it? Till next time, more videos to come. Thank you, YouTube.